Kia ora, I'm Shelby, and this is a story on Bathsheba Spooner. Bathsheba Spooner is the holder of a number of criminal records. She was the first woman executed by Americans. Hers was the last public hanging in the Commonwealth, the first capital case tried in American jurisdiction in Massachusetts, and the first case of a capital offence under the new Constitution. She was also probably the most socially prominent American woman to ever have been executed. Beautiful, well-educated, and wealthy, she was the daughter of General Timothy Ruggles, a Chief Justice of the Massachusetts Court. In 1766, at the age of 18, she married Joshua Spooner, a wealthy retired merchant old enough to be her grandfather. The match was not a happy one, but nor had her parents been. One day she saw her mother serve her father his favourite dog for dinner, roasted. Her father so instilled in her his staunch royalist Tory views. In early 1770s, she took an interest in almost any man who passed by and cuckolded her husband many times. At the start of the American Revolution, she sent out her servants to lure soldiers back to her home for dinner and then her bed. In 1777, she began an affair with Ezra Ross, a young soldier with George Washington's army. At the time, she decided to get rid of her husband. She had two reasons. He was too old to be any good in bed, and he was a revolutionary, whereas she was loyal to King George. On 8th of February 1778, she saw two British soldiers, Sergeant James Buchanan, 30, and Private William Brooks, 27, who had escaped from a prisoner of war camp. Using her feminine wiles, she persuaded the two to join Ezra Ross in killing her husband, for which they would be richly rewarded. On the night of 1st of March 1778, the three men attacked Spooner outside of his home, throttled him, then threw his unconscious body head first and down a well. The corpse was soon discovered, and Buchanan and Brooks were found a few days later wearing Spooner's clothes. But of the aftermath, at their trial on 1st of April 1778, all four conspirators pleaded not guilty, and Bathsheba's lawyer tried to claim that she was insane. All were found guilty and sentenced to hang on 4th of June 1778. The execution was delayed when Bathsheba claimed that she was pregnant. She was examined and found not to be with child. A second examination declared that she was indeed pregnant, but the first midwives, staunch revolutionaries, insisted that their diagnosis was correct. And on 2nd of July 1778, all four were hanged before a crowd of 5,000 people. Bathsheba was last to die as she called out, quote, "I am ready. In a little time I expect to be in bliss," close quote. Her last request was that a full autopsy which showed, quote, "a perfectly developed male fetus aged between 5 and 6 months," close quote. So she was pregnant. Anyway, so that's Bathsheba Spooner. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a deep dive on this one. I have seen a couple of movies about her, or they touched on her, but yeah, we'll see how we go with that one. Hope you enjoyed that story. Please stay safe and please subscribe.